face to make it look a little bit more authentic because you're a bit of a whitewash, but it'll be fun.
You know,
It'll
I
be
was just gonna say, like, you remember that episode of Family Guy where it was like, not a terrorist?
fun. Yeah.
I don't know if I fall under the line enough to start saying that word.
Your beard does, your skin color doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know if you get the pass on
But
that
like
one,
just
Vic.
go I mean, you were on a reservation. Like you have the pass. You just don't look like it. That's what I'm saying. Just go get some bronzer and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, we're live now. I think I hit the wrong button or something earlier. Don't know what happened. Um, so there's an 8-second clip of somewhere out there where Charlie's describing the bruise on her boob, and
I don't know what bruise you're talking about. There's
mm-mm.
no bruise. I know you're
there is no bruise. Don't go looking for it. Don't stare at it.
That was 5 cold opens ago.
It was. It was. So sorry about that, guys. You know, nobody's perfect. I hit the wrong button. Jake was dancing around with his dick out on screen. I got distracted.
You're saying the N word like crazy.
He
We're like, Jake,
was.
come on, man.
I've never
This is-
heard
it's
somebody say the N word with so much malice and hate as Jake was doing off air.
You can only say nougat so many times before it's like, man, that's enough. We get it.
I just can't stand Charleston Chew, okay?
Nutter butter.
I don't think I've ever actually had a Charleston chew.
Speaking of Nutter Butters, have you seen their Instagram?
That's why I brought him up. I'm kind of sad I thought of nougat before. Holy shit.
I
I
gotta look
didn't
now.
think that was real. I thought it was like the Slim Jim account where it's like, oh, that's just someone that took the name. No, it's not. And they were like, you know what? People are buying our product anyway. Let's just go as hard as we fucking can and just make people really question their reality.
Did you see that one I put on my story the other day?
I did. And I was like, yeah, man, I understand. I put that shit on mine too. And I was like, y'all need to watch this. Just watch it. Just go to Nutter Butter's fucking Instagram page and fucking feel like you're on acid. And you're not. The thing is,
Bill's reaction currently.
the people
What
are
the
like, is
fuck?
someone on acid making this? No. Because if you were on acid watching that, freak the fuck out. Like, you would be so fucking terrified. That is not for someone that is on psychedelics.
Is this actual Nutter Butter? It can't be.
Yes.
It is. Yeah,
What
I
the
didn't think
fuck?
so. Like, once again, I thought it was like a Slim Jim account where it's like not. It is. It's
Hold on.
fucking real.
For people watching right now, if you're listening to audio, go to YouTube. Like, my life pausing the player.
Insane, dude. It's completely unhinged, and you're like, why? Why Nutter Butter? Why?
Like, what the? What the?
But like, I'm
hell?
into it. Like Nutter Butter was
Oh
always
no,
my
I'm
shit.
definitely following this because it's like this is like some sort of weird ass, like an acid trip. Like, what are they?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were on an acid trip and you watched that, like, you would have a bad fucking time. It's very niche. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. It's a niche market they're trying to corner.
That's one
But
way.
I'm here for it.
That's
I'm
one
fucking
way
here
of putting it. Like,
And you want to know something, Bill? Nutter Butters are going to stand out to you in the store now because of it.
I mean,
Like,
genius.
what?
It's either genius marketing or they're just like, fuck it, let the intern do whatever he wants.
I feel like that's kind of what it is because like we're fucking Nutter Butter. Like, who's not going to buy?
Yeah, I feel like
know,
Nutter
we've
Butter.
already
Like, who are they?
said-
What client base are they going to lose by putting these out? You know,
Right?
who buys
It's
fucking Nutter
Nothing to
Butter?
lose, everything to gain.
Right? Right?
I'm buying some fucking
Unless you're
Nutter
trying to say,
Butters.
like, if you are on acid, peanut butter is good for that? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm fucking curious and I'm into it. But like, it is completely unhinged in every facet of the definition of unhinged.
That
Like,
might be one of
that
the
should be-
weirdest Instagram profiles I've ever seen in my life.
it is. It's and I came across it a while back and just accidentally, and somebody was like, what the fuck is going on with the Nutter Butter Instagram account? And I was like, well, my curiosity has been piqued, and I looked at it and I was like, good lord, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm in a Stephen King novel right now. Like just the fuck?
Am I in Rose Red? Did the fucking hallway just change that I was just in? What the fuck is happening?
Like the fuck? But I'm definitely buying Nutter Butters now. But I really feel like the like the COO of Nutter Butter is seeing like their market share, and it's just literally just been a flat line for like 15 years. And like, what do we do for marketing? Like my nephew has like an Instagram account, and I think he's like pretty good. He got like 1,000 followers. Well, let's let him run our marketing. And he just like,
Right? They're like, it's Instagram. It's not fucking commercials and shit like that. Let's just have fun and see what happens. And it's just like, holy shit.
there's like Peanut
People are
Man.
loving it.
Like it's
The
all
Gen
like,
Z intern doing DMT, making fucking
Yeah.
weird
What was I
shit.
about to say? Like, they already have like the older market. How are they going to get
I've got
Alpha
to
and Gen
send
Z
this
on
to my
Nutter
wife
Butter?
right now. This is the most insane fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Have her show your kids and ask them their opinion on it.
I don't know if he wants to subjugate like his 9-year-old and his 5-year-old with that. They might be a little young. They would probably love it,
They'll
To be
want
fair-
Nutter Butters.
right? Like,
Probably.
what are these? Are they good? I'm kind of
What's a
into
Nutter
it.
Butter?
That is the most like, yeah. There's like this psychedelic shit going on, and there's like a Nutter Butter with a mouth spinning
And
around
just
on
random
screen.
shit like the cat, and you're just like, what in the absolute fuck is going on here?
Do you remember that video a few years ago? That guy like hopping on exercise balls and then dunking a basketball, and then like a squirrel pops up dancing.
Uh huh.
It's reminiscent of that.
Yeah, this is the most unhinged thing.
It is, and it just keeps going, and you're like, there's nothing serious on here. It's just this random shit. Who is doing this?
Like,
Are
look,
they
there's like this
okay?
like one post. God, let's see if I can turn my
The
camera.
light.
The lights. It's
The
like
light. Ah, the light.
Have you been Nutter Butter?
The li-
you've been Nutter Buttered, and it's like a Barbie with butter all over her face. Like, what the actual fuck?
10 out of 10 out of marketing. 10 out of 10, though. To be fair.
Oh my god, I was not expecting this tonight at all.
You're welcome. You're welcome of now knowing the
No, I'm not
Instagram.
welcome. I might not sleep tonight. I'm gonna watch this and I'm gonna have dreams about like Nutter Butter Man with a mouth spinning into
Coming
my
toward
life.
you.
Yeah.
The Nutter Butter Instagram page and bad Yelp reviews were keeping me awake last night, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever.
Good God.
I love the Instagram reviews, especially on like the sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh yeah. We read those. We read those on one of the shows about the Haribo, where it's like, mother of Murgatroyd, the things coming out of my ass have been in there since I got married 12 years ago.
It's so fucking great.
I smelled wedding cake.
Ah, shit.
Man, so yeah, if you haven't seen it, go to Nutter Butter's IG account. If you feel like being on some sort of weird ass, like,
If you want to feel like you're on drugs, but you don't want to take drugs,
it's escaping my mind right now, and people are gonna blow me up for it. But with the Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro, where he plays the Gonzo writer.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, what's
Fear,
the movie?
Fear and Loathing in
Fear
Las
and Loathing,
Vegas.
and like it's like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but with like some weird Nutter Butter face man.
Pretty fucking close.
Like
Pretty fucking close.
if you ate a bunch of Nutter Butters and then huffed a bunch of ether, like this is what your vision of the world would be like.
A little bit of adrenochrome
Yeah, like
in there.
when the
Some twisted teas.
when the Nutter Butter peaks, toss in the toaster. Good Lord.
Toss in the Nutter Butter.
Toss it, yeah.
Where the white rabbit pigs, toss in the Nutter Butter.
Yeah, and it's Benicio del Toro coming in with a pack of Nutter Butters.
Johnny Depp, Benicio's in the hot.
Oh,
In the
is it?
trailer.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie, and even when I watched it, I remember like my older brother was talking
Is that
about it all the
music?
time, like when he was in college, which is what college kids do, is talk about those kind of stupid fucking movies. So I watched it, and I think I was probably like a sophomore in high school, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Like this is the most
Yeah.
like this is the most scatterbrained movie I've ever seen in my life."
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't even know who directed that, to be completely honest.
Mm. Well,
But it
whoever
was good.
I mean, whoever directed it, were they really directing it?
Well, that and then like it goes into like the Christina Ricci thing, and she's like 14 or some shit, and they're in court for it, and you're like, where the fuck is this movie going?
Terry Gilliam directed it. What else has he directed? Monty
I was gonna
Python.
say, with Benicio del Toro, Johnny Depp, and Hunter S. Thompson visiting the set, there's not much you can do directing wise.
Oh, he did. He directed 12 Monkeys, which is a really good movie, but also a bit of a strange movie as well. Um, oh, he directed Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Hmm,
Mm.
Oh, but
nice.
yeah, I'm trying to. I don't under. Oh, the Brothers Grimm movie with
Oh, I
Matt
never
Damon
watched that.
and
And Heath
and
Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I've never heard of anything else on his IMDb here. So yeah, I don't know. Fucking crazy. Nuts. So yeah, that's Nutter Butters nuts for sure. Whew. All right. Well, we went right into it tonight. So you already know what it is. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go to Spotify, leave a 5-star, walk away with a hard H. Walk away.
Away.
When you spell it out, does the H go before the W?
What? What
So,
are
like,
you even
anytime in
saying?
a live chat, I'm really wanting to emphasize the H. I put it before the W. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be spelled, but I feel like people
That makes me want to go
understand.
take another shot of whiskey.
Whiskey.
What the fuck? What
What?
the fuck?
I'm saying it what way?
What?
Saying what? What way?
What way? I've been drinking green tea all day.
Okay, motherfucker.
Go to church every
I go to
Sunday. You're bringing
church.
out the devil in me.
Fucking love that movie.
When that movie came out, for one, that was
Holy.
the very first date me and my wife ever went on. We saw that movie.
Mm.
And it's almost like Napoleon Dynamite. The first time I watched Napoleon Dynamite, I was like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Now I appreciate it. You know, same way with Hot Rod. We watched it and I was like, I told her, I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, can we get a do-over on a movie date? Because that was the stupidest shit I've
No.
ever seen in my life.
I watched that with my roommate, my best friend. We laughed so fucking hard at the scene where he fought, like he's angry dancing, like power dancing, and then he falls off the cliff for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh no,
God, we
I
laughed.
appreciate the humor now, but like when we were watching it in the theaters on our first date, I was like, "Oh my god, this movie's
Well, I
fucking
guess if you're on
stupid."
no, if I was on a date, I'd be like, dude, I'm fucking straight up. I'm gonna start coughing and I might throw up with how hard I'm
But
fucking
I
laughing.
did have a hat. Like probably about like 2 weeks after that, I was in the mall. This shows how old that movie is. I actually like went to a mall, and Lids had a flex fit hat that literally said on the front of it, "I've been drinking green tea all day," so I had to get it. But yeah, all right, we got a lot of answers. Anything new with you guys this week, by the way?
No, why? I mean, did I have anyone escape? Absolutely not. I don't know why you would ask this. Weird question. Everything's fine here. Didn't have anyone escape, didn't drag them back, didn't have any issues. Why are you asking this question?
Why would
Are
we
you
even think
wired?
about somebody
Why?
escaping
What?
from your house? Not like you have anybody
Right?
locked up in the basement or anything, you know?
Ask this fucking question, Bill. Who are you working for? Who you been
Yeah.
talking to?
You with the feds? Wearing
Everything's
wire?
Everything's fucking great. No one's missing. Everything's hunky fucking dory over here. It's great, fucking Christmas, man, fucking Christmas.
Have you ever been asked before if you're wearing a wire?
No,
I
I mean,
have.
I was technically wearing a wire when it happened because it was a joke on set, and I was wearing a lav mic.
I kind of like, I always say Superbad's the perfect high school movie because it does portray high school. You're always trying to like get booze or weed, and you always end up somewhere that you don't belong and it's super uncomfortable. I was like in high school and my buddy's like, oh, like my cousin will sell us some weed. So like went to like his cousin's house. He lived in like this ratty ass trailer park. And we go into like his trailer and it's just like exactly what it's just like all fucked up. His cousin's like strung out on God knows what. He's like, oh, you want some weed? You want some weed? I was like, yeah, yeah. And he's like, how are you doing? Like looking at me, he's like, how are you doing? I was like,
some
I'm
fucking
good,
weed.
man. How are you? And he's like, why would you ask me that? And I was like, I was just trying to be polite. He's like, are you wearing a wire? Are you wearing a wire right now? And I was like, dude, I'm fucking 16. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Like, no, I just want some fucking weed, you dick.
So I ended up like having to like pull my shirt up to like convince this like strung out fucking cousin of my friend that I wasn't wearing, like I wasn't working for the feds, as he's like selling us like a ratty ass dime bag of swag weed, you know.
Swag weed?
Oh yeah, it was
Swag.
seeds and stems, man. It
That's what it used to
sucked.
be called, man. This is before your time.
No, he
Schwag.
said swag.
Yeah, it was swag weed. It was-
Swag?
yeah, it was fucking just dirt.
SWAG?
Yeah,
Hey, man, they're in
No,
fucking,
I always thought it was SCHWAG.
like schwag. It depends. I mean, they're in fucking what, North Carolina
Yeah.
doing it.
and you were Jake at this point in time. You were like 4. Okay, so
I mean, you
Well, no, I
probably,
know swag, but
you're probably
like
third
swag's
grade.
a different thing.
Swag.
Swag's like
We call it schwag, or
Yeah.
but, like, I hung out with, like, they were like country
It's like-
rodeo fucks.
there is a word that rhymes
like
with swag that we used to call people who dressed like Drake, and it was swag. I'm not gonna say it.
fag swag.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We had a word that we called white people that dressed a certain way, but I'm not going to say that here.
Posers?
Or trying to.
No, not posers.
No, it starts with a W and ends with an R.
A hard R.
Very hard R.
Uh huh.
A very hard one. You could say it took Blue Chew.
And the harder you say that R, the more offensive it is to one of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
I
yeah,
mean, to be fair, most of them like probably would have liked it if you would call them that, especially with the hard R.
Oh no, well,
Really?
fuck. I was like in 9th grade when
I knew one that got like really upset by being called one.
I was like in 9th grade when 8 Mile came out, so like that was the style for a lot of people, you know.
There was one dude who was white who really got away with it, but he was like 6'4", 6'5", and we called his ass Lurch.
Lurch. Yeah, there was like
Lurch.
there was like a dude in high school, like when 8 Mile came out, like in our computer class, all he would do was listen to like Lose Yourself. And he had like bleach blonde hair, cropped, white t-shirt, like full Slim Shady. But we all gave him a pass because he was actually retarded. So
Oh. Lurch was not the smartest guy, but I think that was a choice.
Yeah.
But I also heard that in one of the history classes he was in, he sat next to the windows, and it was because they got to the point where it was like the old school windows that you could pull down, and then they changed those out. But he would pull the window down and just grab books and just throw them out the window.
So he might have been a little
man,
bit on
fuck
the
these
spectrum.
books.
He was just like, it was one of those things that like he chose to be that, like it was a choice.
Fuck
But I
these books.
respected it.
Eminem
But then he
can't
also
read, neither
had-
do I.
It was, I think, a Camaro, an old school Camaro red. huge fucking bass in it to where like the whole thing sounded like it was about to fall apart
Oh yeah.
because of the bass.
It's and everything's like
Oh,
rattling.
yeah, yes, and it's like, oh, there's Lurch.
You can't hear the bass over his whole car rattling apart. Yeah, oh yeah. Did
There's
you
like
guys,
screws and shit behind the car.
Jake? You might be a little too young for this, but Charlie, maybe. Did you ever have anybody in your high school that like prided themselves on their freestyle?
No, thank the Lord.
Oh yeah, we had
We had guys who
freestylers.
were trying to be
Some
rappers.
tried, but it was like nah,
There was,
nah,
and
nah.
what kind of sucked is we had one dude who was like when I was like a junior maybe, he'd always be at the parties, but he was like a couple of years older. Like I remember him like when I was like a sophomore and him being a senior kind of thing. He was actually really good at freestyling. So he'd like everybody be like, oh, let's see it, and he'd do it and do a really good job. And then you get everybody else coming out of the woodworks trying to freestyle, and it was terrible. And everybody's like, yeah,
My mic fucking broke.
yeah,
Hold on.
like good job, dude. Like,
Damn, dude. I was about to say, I was like, Jake, it sounds like you're trying to like cut a can to spit in it from chewing tobacco.
No, my fucking mic got all fucked up.
That's what it sounds like.
All right. So this week's question: if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Jake, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Be a little taller. Be a little more baller.
Aw.
Shot collar, 20-inch blades on the Impaler.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm glad you knew where I was going with that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Collar getting laid tonight. Swisher roll tide getting sprayed by Ike. That song's older than you are, Jake.
What year did it come out?
Want to be a baller? That's got to be like 02.
Like 01 or 2.
I was born in '98, you fuckers.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you were still shitting your pants?
No, I stopped shitting my pants in 2001.
Wanna Be a Baller by Lil Troy was released in 1998.
Oh, shit, son.
Okay, yeah, I was still shitting my pants in '98, unfortunately.
You were not a baller or a shot collar.
You literally might not even been born yet. You might have still
What
been in
month?
that sweet, sweet womb.
Definitely didn't
What
have
month?
20-inch blades on the Impaler.
What month was it in '98?
I don't
Does it
fucking
say?
know. I'm not going that deep down the rabbit
Does it
hole. on
fucking
Lil
Yeah,
say?
just said the
Troy.
year.
Said the year. But it was released in 98, but it definitely wasn't big in 98. It got big after that. I want to say it was like
So
01,
it was probably
02.
created in like 97, and then
Yeah.
you know, like who knows how long it took to really, you know, release it.
Kind of like, fuck, who does I'm a Playa?
I
I'm
don't
a
know
player,
that one.
I'm a
Just-
player. I'm a player, I'm a player, I'm a player.
Yeah.
Who did that? He also did Ain't Nobody Want None.
That doesn't.
No? God, who's from Kansas City?
I don't know much rap music.
Rap?
Rap. I can't roll my where my R's, or I would, but just pretend I did.
Oh, Tech Nine.
Oh, that guy. I think I actually got to see him at ACL.
Probably. So, anyways, Charlie, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I would finish every time.
98% of the time.
Is that on you, though?
No.
Hmm.
A little bit. But like, you know, if I didn't have to, you know, help out a little bit, if I could, it could just like happen without anything extra, and it, you know,
What if you wish that and like every time you sneezed, you had an orgasm?
every time, you know, there was wiener in vagina,
Vagine?
not
Didn't
just
specify that. The genie heard it differently. Boom.
Yeah. The monkey paw closes.
oh no, the worst thing in the world. I'm like,
I don't know. Have you ever heard about those women that like will just like randomly have orgasms all the time?
I have seen Grey's Anatomy. Yes.
It sounds like living hell.
I mean, to be fair, you know, like you're at a funeral
Ooh.
Ah!
Man, like she's taking it really hard.
Ha ha ha.
Right.
I see what you did there.
So mine would probably be so I'm pretty sure I've discussed it on the show before. Like when I was 15, I had to have like reconstructive chest surgery. And it definitely helped, but I still can't grow a chest. Like I could do like 1,000,000,000,000 push-ups a day, and I cannot grow a chest. It doesn't bother me that much. Like I don't wear like I don't wear shirts in the pool or anything. But I definitely wish I had more of a chest because like the bottom of my rib cage sticks out further than my chest. So it's like my one insecurity, I think. But I'm not like super insecure about it because like whatever. I got the battle scars to prove I tried to make it better. And plus, like, I don't know, fuck you. My wife still bangs me, so.
Right.
All right, first one. Be a white person instead of brown. It has its privileges. I get it. But what shade of brown are you?
But honestly, like, do you really want to sunburn that badly?
Mm.
You really want to wear that much fucking sunscreen?
You know, it's possible to still be brown and get sunburned, right?
Well, fucking yeah, but it takes a little bit fucking longer than 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I still got one that's fucking that blistered so bad it's fucking scarred.
Yeah, everybody fucking sunburns.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone does. To a point. It just takes a little bit longer
Yeah.
when you have melanin.
When me and my wife were in Mexico like 2 years
I'm
ago,
not gonna say this on air, but I'll say it off air.
there was like this like black guy we became friends with, and he got super sunburnt on his chest, and it was like one of the worst sunburns I've ever seen in my life. Like it was all blistered up and shit. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no, they get ugly.
I mean, like, if like the closer to the equator you get, like, come on, man, you need some fucking, need some fucking sunscreen. But it, like I said, it does take longer. So he might have been out there for a few hours compared to a white person who could get to that point in 45 minutes.
Yeah. All right, next
I don't
one.
know. You think it'd be like black car in the summer?
Huh?
Maybe. Black car, it absorbs heat. Their skin absorbs heat. It's darker.
Well, it's not heat; it's UV rays.
UV rays. I know. Jake doesn't.
Yeah.
He didn't
Come
go
on.
to school. You know,
Come on.
you know. All right,
I went to
next.
film school, okay? Like I don't know math.
I know no math. All right, next one. Be born without 1 foot so I can qualify for a handicap spot.
Give me a saw in 20 minutes, and I can help you get into a handicap spot, my
You
friend.
can remedy that real quick.
You lazy ass, just walk a little bit long. For fuck's sake.
Like I said, give me a saw in 20 minutes. I have a dream.
Downsize my dick a bit so I don't have to constantly walk around awkwardly with a full erection. The struggle's
You should
real.
talk to a doctor if you always have a full erection.
Once again, you're like in a funeral procession, like when you, or not procession, but like when you're walking, like, and like looking down at the person in the casket, and you're just fucking rock hard.
Oh yeah, can you imagine like carrying the casket out? You're like, oh god, I hope nobody notices this. And it's like huge boner pressed up against your slacks.
It's fucking.
At that point, you just kind of gotta own it, though. You're like, yeah.
Ah! Or you're at like a baby getting baptized.
Oh god.
Imagine you're the priest. You're just like the fucking little guy from Little Mermaid.
I always thought that was weird. No one ever talked about it. It's like, why is that dude's why? Number one, why is he wearing boxers? Number two, why is it poking out? Like, this is weird. Why is no one talking about this? Why is this in here? Why does he not have any fucking clothes on?
From the
Don't
Little
ever-
Mermaid? Oh, is that from the
It's
wedding
not-
scene?
Yeah, the
Yes.
priest has a little fucking chub.
Yep. Wearing fucking just underwear, like boxers, and his robes.
I gotta Google this now.
Fucking weird. I noticed that as a fucking kid, and people were like, "Kids don't notice."
Oh
things
yeah,
like
there's definitely a dick poking out
I
there.
fucking did. I fucking did. It was weird. It was fucking weird.
Also, why is he 3 feet tall?
Yeah, he's super short. They made him like crazy.
His
short.
hat's bigger than his body.
Yeah.
Well, I
And I
mean,
was like,
to be
Because he's
fair,
Irish.
to be fair, Human Ursula was pretty hot.
Right? I mean, yeah, right.
I
I
get
thought
it.
they were German.
The Germans?
Yeah, I thought Little Mermaid was German.
Probably. Well,
Dutch.
the original Little Mermaid story is super tragic and dark.
Fucked up. Yeah.
Fucked up.
All of them were like, once again, we talked about the Brothers Grimm. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
those Brothers Grimm stories were fucked.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one. Get rid of my constant need to online shop on Amazon all day.
Bad.
That dopamine hit when that Amazon truck shows up on your Ring doorbell, I get it.
Just start drinking booze
Yeah,
and let that be the thing that you spend
Yeah.
your money on.
yeah, for sure. Be taller.
But like, you have to get so fucked up that you can't get on your phone and buy
Yeah.
shit. Like, you're just so far gone.
But what if
Yeah.
you get like so fucked up you just buy a lot of shit?
That's the thing. A
That's
lot
what
of
I'm saying,
people.
you have to get so fucked up you can't even function.
I do it all the time, especially if I'm drunk and horny. I buy the dumbest shit on Amazon, and it comes in like 2 days later. And I'm like, oh god, like she's not going to be down for this, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah. Story of my life. You know how many sex toys I've had to throw away from drunk, horny ordering? Pff, terrible.
How do you think I got this top
She's like, we can put that in you.
Yeah.
and this joke?
Babe, I've seen it on Pornhub. It was hot then. Yeah.
My Amazon account needs a breathalyzer.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I seen who commented that. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Once again, where do you think I got this top?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's a living example right in front of us of why the person's Amazon.
No, it's wonderful. I didn't ask for it. It just happened, and I was like, "This is better than I
It's a
thought
lovely
myself."
top.
It's great. It's very Rhea Ripley because that's what I said. I was like, I like Rhea Ripley, and
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, the choker goes a long way with it as well.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Did-
this is better than I could fucking buy myself. This is all.
Did the choker come with it?
No, it was bought separately. But, like, it all came.
Oh, look at
It was all delivered together, and I was.
somebody
it
knows
was
how to
like-
accessorize.
It was Christmas for me, dude. It was amazing, and I was like, holy.
Now we just need to get
Wow.
you some black lipstick.
I already have that. What are you talking about?
Mm.
I have worn that multiple times, Bill.
Your kid's playing GTA or
I
what?
was supposed to wonder, is like a GTA online right now? Like,
Oh,
All
is
right.
it? My mom's watching Walking Dead.
oh, okay.
I'm watching cops.
It could be my shit.
The caps.
Yeah, once again, I'm wearing this and my mom's here. In which, so earlier, Woom was like, oh, which Titan already left, but he was like, oh, dude, you should come to New Nation. Charlie will dress slutty for you. And so he was like, hey, Titan's going to be in the chat. You got to dress slutty. And I was like,
How's that any different than any other?
yeah, it's pretty much. But I was like, okay, I'll ramp it up a little bit. And I was like, yeah, my mom's staying with me. And I was like, Mom, I'm gonna have to dress slutty. This guy's gonna be in the chat. He's gone through some shit. He's better. And she was like, oh, good. And I was like, no,
Aw.
it's so good to me having to dress slutty.
Mama Charlie's like, oh, make his day. Slut it up,
I
babe.
actually didn't even tell her about the whole like Titan thing. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dress slutty tonight. Oh, good.
Well, next time he's on, we'll make sure like Charlie's just wearing like pasties or something, you know?
Well, I thought about it because like the last time I wore this top, it was a little. Meh.
Yeah.
But I was like, should I just like do some like? Well, I have a vinyl cutter, and I was like, I can just make my own little stickers. I thought about it. I was close to doing it, and I was like, fuck it, I'm too fucking lazy for that.
Yeah. That takes work.
But yeah,
Well-
she was like, oh, your makeup looks so good.
We got to plan ahead. The Christmas episode, Charlie have like Santa Claus.
Oh, do I have a green? I don't think I have green.
I'll send you a green. I got so much fucking
Do like
vinyl.
little Christmas trees?
Aw. See? Creative. We're just creative.
I
you
do
know?
have gold. I could do like gold stars, but
There you go. All right, next one. Be taller.
ah,
I'm tall, so I don't get this one. But like, do you guys feel like you want to be taller?
Sometimes.
No. To be fair, like my mom thought I was gonna be taller because I'm the shortest one of my dad's side of the family. But I was like, "Your fucking Irish potato grandmother fucked this up for me." But I can wear crazy tall heels and get away
Mm-hmm.
with it. And I'm still like I could be like, I can hit like 5'11" sometimes, maybe around 6 foot. But I'm like relatively like when I run other girls, I'm really tall, but like dudes, I'm not like towering over them, which is nice.
Right.
Like especially when like crazy exaggerated. So I like that. But every now and then I see my legs in mirrors and I'm like, good lord. they're short and wide. I have fucking trunks. But I could break in a door that's deadbolted at the same time. So I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, low man wins every time. You know.
right.
So next one. I wish I could go back to my pre-mom tits.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that's a big, yeah. I've heard that.
Yeah. I mean, you can get a lift. You know, there's
Yeah,
remedies for
well,
that,
I
but
mean, depending on how expensive,
yeah, I mean, it's pricey.
couple
I know.
$1,000, it's up there.
I know what they do because my wife, like, she actually really likes the size
But
of
then
her.
you have the scars from it too. The scars can be
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
gnarly.
Like, my wife likes the size of her boobs,
Hmm.
but she just kind of wants to get them perked up a bit. And she went for like a consultation on just getting a lift, and they try to upsell you.
They do.
It's like, oh
They're
well,
like,
while
oh,
we're in there, we
you're
can go
here.
ahead and
You
like
might as well.
we can go
Yep.
ahead and perk these. We can put a like, cause she's like I mean, so she's like 5 foot tall, like right at 5 foot tall,
Oh,
like 120 pounds, and she's got like a real, I will say, a real solid B. They look great. I love her boobs. She asked me after this consultation, it's like, would you like it if I had bigger boobs? I was like, well, I'm a guy, so it's a loaded question, you know? Like, I'm not
right.
going to say
Well, it depends
no.
on what the after.
But
It
for your
depends on what the
frame,
doctor.
like if you're like, I want to get some double D's, I'm like, well, you're short and small. Like, it's not going to really work on your frame. But,
Too much.
but yeah, I get it. I get it. The pre mom boobs.
But I have seen like so I did ultrasound and I would do breast ultrasound and I've seen some of those lift scars and if it depends on what they do, but I think most of the time it is a like a there's a lollipop and I think there's an anchor, which means like so they cut around the nipple and then they'll cut down and then sometimes they cut side to side, which is like an anchor and they're
Yeah.
fucking gnarly scars. And
Yeah.
like once again, like scars will usually lighten up to the point where you usually can't see them, but they're always kind of still there. And like when you have to cut down, that's never going
Mm-hmm.
away. So it's a lot
Yeah.
to think about. It's
You
a lot
ladies and your boobs. Good God. Next one, 5 inches taller. Okay. 5 inches is a long way up.
Very specific. I mean, if I was 5 inches taller, I'd be 6'2". So
If I was 5 inches taller, I'd be in the NBA.
I
So
mean, this could be from a woman that's like 5 foot, 5'2". She
yeah.
wants to be tall as well. So
Right. Next one. I would get rid of the urge to neglect sex to binge watch TV shows.
oh,
Mm.
just do it.
So I'm getting from this is like, oh, like I'm horny, but also like I'm really into Grey's Anatomy right now. Like I
That's my
really,
thing. Like
I don't want
there
to,
was one.
I want to have sex, but also like I can't cut Grey's Anatomy off right now. Like it's too good.
Yeah,
Or The Walking Dead, which is what your mom is watching right now.
it's really if like especially if you have kids, you can't just do it right then and there. I get it
Hmm.
because they could walk in, but it's like
The show can wait.
right, like just
Show can
pretend
wait.
like you're on your deathbed. what would you rather have done? Watch fucking TV or gotten
Or
off
get your guts
with the person
rearranged.
that you love?
Get your organs rearranged right before they fail.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And there was something I even told myself, and I was even, I was younger, I was in my early 20s, and I was like, why say no? Just say yes. Every time, just say yes. And that was one of the best fucking days ever.
I
And
like your
that's kind of,
enthusiasm.
yeah, that's kind of my mentality.
Because
And I
even
did that not too long
even
ago.
even bad sex in reality is still better than a TV show.
Yes.
Granted, I
I
don't
mean,
think
unless you're just
I'm
someone that
sure
like
I'm sure there's
completely,
probably got to be like really really awful sex for
I
people.
mean, like, unless you're completely treated like a pocket pussy,
Yeah.
like there's nothing in it for you. That can kind of suck, but even then, like, make it for yourself at that point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
make the best of it. If you're with someone, like, I'm assuming this person's probably in a marriage because
Yeah. Sounds
likely.
like it.
But, like, talk to that person. Like, hey, I want you to go down on me. Or, like, I want you to fucking finger me until their juice is running down to my fucking knees. We can do this. This can happen. You can make it happen. And if you don't, I can fucking find someone. Maybe not.
Clipping that for
Don't say
the OnlyFans that Charlie doesn't know about.
that. But just saying,
I
like,
was like, I'm waiting for the chat's reaction to
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
what?
How do you think
It's
all this gets paid for? It's just clipping Charlie out of context.
How does what get paid for? You're getting paid for this?
I don't get paid for it. I have to pay for like the streaming service and stuff.
Oh shit, dude. We should
So
get paid for this.
I know. Trust me, I know.
All you 9 people that are watching,
Yes,
that could be dozens of dollars.
there could be.
That could be $90.
That could be. That could be so many quarters right
Maybe
now.
45, but that might cover the cost.
Yeah. All right. Change the size of my dong. Living with this massive hog is a curse.
Too long.
Too long. Now
I
I
do
will
wonder,
say, have you, Charlie?
like,
I
some
always
of
get
these,
like
the vaginas are only so long.
I know. Like, have you ever, whether in real life or like in porn or just on like your gay friend's grinder, have you ever seen a dick where you're like, there's no fucking way in hell?
No, but I have seen plenty of vagina at my old job and doing transvaginals and literally inserting the transducer into
Hmm.
vaginas. Granted, like when you're aroused, like that's the thing of like you want to make your woman aroused before you fuck because the vagina will elongate a little bit because it is by definition a muscular tube.
Hmm.
Um, but it will only elongate so much, so much. Like some of but you watch porn and like sometimes they all go all the way in. And you're just kind of like, good lord, how
Yeah.
that has a hurt. Granted, like you said, grinder, the colon doesn't have any of those.
No, the
It
colon's got like
has.
that. I've learned this on Dr. Drew. There's the curve up top, and if you straighten that curve out, it
There
can be
is
really
that
bad.
sigmoid colon, but
Yeah.
once again, like right, like it's a little bit more pliable compared to a cervix where it's like
Hmm.
you're not going. It's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Remember like a couple years ago when that show Sex Life came out, and there's like everybody's making that big hubbub about the dude in the shower with that massive dick.
No.
Oh no! Like I pulled up a screenshot of it and showed my wife, and she was kind of like, "Yeah, that's hot." But if like somebody pulled that out on me, I'd be like, I don't know how this is gonna work."
Yes. Like Woom said, it's the IUD strings for me. That's
Yeah.
also a thing too.
Oh yeah. I've had that. Like because my wife's been, I've told this on the show many times. She's been on an IUD for like 10 years, right? And there's been a couple times where I'm like, like this is really uncomfortable. The next thing I know, I have like all these little like pin pricks in the
Yeah.
tip of my dick, and then she has to go to, like the OB and they have to like clip the strings out.
Yes. And sometimes I feel like if they
Humble
leave them a little
brag.
longer, it
Yeah.
makes it a little I don't know. It depends. because I clipped mine really short, and then they went back up, and then I had to go into surgery to get my IUD
Yeah.
taken out.
Yeah.
Like,
Now I just
it's
fight through.
it's
Now I just fight through the pain. You know.
yeah, yeah, right. And then it's just kind of like, oh well, let's change positions. Let's
Hmm.
do something else to where it's not at this specific angle.
Or like, man, your IUD
There.
strings really hurt. Know where those don't come into effect? Her in the butt. You know.
Well, not wrong there.
Yes. I'm typically never wrong.
That's reminds me of
Misguided,
the
but never
fucking letter
wrong.
kitty. The letter kitty when he holds up the bagel. He's like, this is what it's like. Because it's like real
What?
tight right there at the sphincter, and then
I
a
haven't
little
seen
bit
that.
looser. God, it's like,
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. I'm like, what the
there's
fuck
so
are you talking about?
he holds up a bagel. Oh God, I was screaming laughing at
What
that.
is this?
Letter Kenny.
Letter Kenny, there's a skit where they're talking about anal, and it's fucking hilarious.
All right, next one, and I understand this one all too well as a very thin, tall guy. God, give me good calves.
As a short, robust gentleman, I have great calves and I love it.
Yep, calves are something you can't get.
Huh.
You either got good calves or you don't.
You walk at an incline on the treadmill.
I
No
have,
fucking-
and trust me, Mike. Like my calves, like I can notice like a difference, but they're still not good. They're still thin and long.
You're like, I'm tall, bitch. Fuck you.
Oh, like I'm not like insecure about it, but then I see like
Yeah,
guys
right?
with,
Like, that's the thing is, like, I'm still fucking
I see
tall.
guys with like good calves. I'm like, fuck, that guy's got great calves.
It's not something women think about. I guarantee that.
I don't know. If you
Guys
saw a guy,
look at
if you
each
saw a
other's
guy with
calves,
good
Charlie.
calves, you'd be like, damn, those are some good
Maybe
calves.
like thighs. A little bit.
Oh, the
like
thighs.
knee up,
You
knee
sh-
down.
You should come out here and meet the hockey player who lives with my mom. That dude's got. He is like me. He's like 6'1", 140
Right.
pounds, but the homeboy's calves are the size of tree trunks.
Yeah, in the hockey. Yeah, I
And
can
all he
see
does, he wears fucking 5-inch Lulu shorts all the time. I'm
that. I
like,
mean,
we get it,
he's
man.
also 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. And just skates for 8 hours a day. So
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I wouldn't get ultra bloated every time I eat a meal. I prefer my hubs do me from behind so he sees my ass and not my belly.
Dude, I fucking hear that though. It's hard. It fucking sucks getting older and then you eat out and you feel like fucking shit. That was me today.
Yeah.
I got on the treadmill and walked and took a fucking like gas relief pill and I feel better now. It's like, what the fuck is this
Yeah.
shit, man?
I
This
can't
is bullshit.
I can't eat a taco plate without looking like I'm 6 months pregnant. What the fuck?
Yeah, right? But the one thing I've learned, like sometimes guys just don't fucking care about that stuff. So I'm like, okay, you do what you want.
Sometimes we can't tell when you guys are bloated. That's just all you guys.
Oh, for
and like
sure.
my man, he's very sweet. He's like, I fucking love how you look, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna bust one
I'll look
all
at
over that.
myself and I'll say some horrible things, but I'm like, what would you like?
Oh,
Like that's cool.
Trust me,
That's
I've been there. My
cool.
wife's like, oh, I feel so bloated. I was like, I'll bust one all over that bloated belly right now.
Right? Yeah. Never heard any complaints. So it's like it's more of us in our heads, but like I get that though, because like you want to feel different.
No,
and
it's a
also,
very
like, still
even. Like I said, I've been
uncomfortable.
married for like 13 years. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I get that though. Get some fucking gas relief pills though.
Ooh,
If you
maybe
have an
maybe do those a decent amount of time before you're gonna, do the dirty, because you don't want to take them right before. The next thing you know,
I mean,
30 minutes. Not
Even
terribly
then,
long.
too, like
5 minutes.
if you just ate some tacos, do you really want to be doing basically downward dog if you're bloated and gassy?
And then
Yeah.
so, sometimes it can rattle some stuff loose.
mm-hmm.
Just fucking hitting it, just fucking going hard, and then you just see it expand, just fucking
Ah.
Fucking get mustard gassed with
Yeah.
taco.
It's like Indiana Jones. Your face is just melting off. Like, you're a guy, so you can't stop. You know, but
Right, but like you're on your back and your knees are up. It could happen regardless.
Oh,
It
yeah.
could happen regardless.
oh,
I
especially
mean,
like,
it's better than being going down on her,
yeah. or
her
like,
farting in your face.
or like the missionary, but you got her knee, like you got her legs up beside her head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got
That's
the
just
leg up or something like
that's
that.
just a straight shootout. She can't control it. You know, she's fart.
It's
She
like
is
the position
farting.
you put babies in for
Yeah.
them to get their
She is just blowing gas all over your balls.
unless it's not gas and it's just inflammation and you're just uncomfortable. So then that way, like doggy is easier.
Well, then
It's just like,
at that point with the legs over her head, then the hemorrhoid is tickling the balls. You know?
oh, good Lord.
It's like a second clit.
Yeah.
Now you gone too far. You went too far.
Gone too far. No going back now.
I have never heard that before.
We get old, it happens. You're gonna live it one day. Okay.
Look, man.
To have far less
Sorry.
to have far less body hair. It's like I'm wearing a sweater all the time.
All right, Sasquatch.
Aw. There's, electrolysis and hair removal treatment.
You know how much that is? I wanted to get
Oh,
hair
it's so
removal.
I did a Groupon for it one time, and it was.
I
Really
don't
great.
trust
It
the
was really good.
Groupon because
It was in a very reputable place. It was awesome.
another one like outside of my chest is still chest related. I hate that I grow hair around my nipples. Drives me nuts. I hate it. I shave them all the time. I actually went in one time for a consultation to get laser hair removal around my nipples. It was gonna be like $5,000.
Oh no, yeah, I got a full Brazilian and my underarms, and it was way less than that.
Is full Brazilian? Do they do the butthole too?
Yeah, it was everything.
Nice. We're getting more subscribers off of this episode. For
And that lady
sure.
was like, I don't give a fuck. I've seen it all. And I'm like, I do ultrasound. I've seen it too, but like I still feel. And she's like, I've seen it all. Shut up.
Seen
I
it
don't
all.
care. Yes, ma'am.
What would you do if she's like, I've seen it all. You got a nice butthole. Like a raspy smoker's
That
voice.
wouldn't have made it feel any better. That might have no.
So
That wouldn't have
made
made
it
it better.
worse.
I'm just glad she was like, I don't care. I will not remember this. Okay. Thank you.
She just looks down and winks at it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to remember this. It's fine.
nice.
Like, no, she was.
You got one
She
of the
was
nicest.
great.
You got one of the nicest buttholes I've ever lasered in my life.
No. That doesn't make it any. That makes it. That makes it worse.
It ain't.
How many
It
people is a
ain't.
Brazilian?
It ain't
It's
wrinkled.
horrible. Like no, that's that's on the same scale of being like, ugh.
Yeah, it ain't wrinkled or brown or nothing.
Just being like, I will not remember.
Hmm.
Thank you. I want to be forgettable.
She's like, you should get your man those chocolate asshole casts.
Oh Lord. Oh gosh.
Right. Funny enough, change my eye color to something other than ultra common brown.
Oh, I mean that's what I have. They're a little
Brown
they're a
eyes
little-
can be pretty.
They can. My wife has brown eyes and they're gorgeous. Now, I've lived my life with strikingly blue brown eyes, so I don't know how the rest of you peasants live. My blue eyes
Yeah,
have got me
greenish
places, okay? I have
Like,
blue
they have a little bit of green in them, so like go fuck yourself.
I have blue
Yes, it's
eyes
pretty
and
cool.
long batty eyelashes, you know?
Yeah, I have long eyelashes too. I've been talked shit to by so many women in my life because of it.
Are they my
I've dated
eyelashes
women and they're
fake?
like playing with my eyelashes and they're like, it's not fair. Why do you have such pretty ones?
Mhm.
I've had like when I was a teenager, I've had full grown women be like, "What eyelash curler do you use? And do not tell me you don't use one."
Eyelash
I've
curler?
never used an eyelash curler. Like, ah, yeah,
Like the Wicked Witch of the West melting. Ah!
pretty much. Like, I specifically remember this. It was an ex's aunt, and she was like, "No,
No. All right.
this is genetic, babe."
Next one. I would let myself trust people again. I hate to date when I'm terrified on her cheating on me like everyone else has.
You're speaking to the fucking choir.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
The fucking choir. The thing is just tell yourself to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And if it happens, it happens. If not, just have a good fucking time. And if it happens, you're gonna regret it anyway. But at least you had a good time. But it's gonna suck when you think about it. But you do it anyway. Cause like, why not? You have, especially if you had a good time with them.
I mean, here's what you do, my friend. If you get cheated on, you play the long game. You wait for them to break up. You wait for him to get into a new relationship. The guy should cheat on
Fuck their dad.
you. And I mean, you could,
Fuck, they're dead. Nice.
but
Their mom.
Charlie,
fuck
Charlie
you.
over here going with the nuclear option.
Fuck their dad.
You ruin the new relationship.
Threesome
Like,
with their
I'm,
grandparents.
I'm still dead set on fucking someone's wife because of what they did to me at one point.
No, you don't fuck with them afterwards. Fuck them after that. No. And you don't go with the person that they cheated on you with, because fuck that person too, because you know that they fucking knew about you and they just didn't give a shit.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying you wait for, you play the long game. You wait for the next person to get, the person they cheated on you with to get married, and then you fuck the person they married.
No.
Meh.
You wait until they have a kid.
Then
and
you
wait
fuck
till that
their
kid's
kid.
18, and then you fuck that kid.
Mm-hmm. Like we're Charlie.
You do what they did on Giant.
Yeah.
Do what James Dean did on Giant. That's what you fucking do. You
Right.
fuck that kid.
Clipping that one too.
Was there 18?
That was all Charlie.
Right. Next one. Moving on from fucking people's kids.
Ones are 18. Ones are legal.
Stronger kegels so I don't pee my pants every time I sneeze, cough, or laugh too hard.
Pelvic floor exercises, baby. Pelvic floor exercises.
They even make those weights.
You can do them whenever. It doesn't matter if you just had a kid or later on. Find a good person that does like good pelvic floor exercises, deep core exercises. You got this. It can always be rebuilt.
Mm-hmm. Just like any muscle. All right.
Yep.
Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release.
And other ones too.
All right. To not be so quick to jealousy. I know it stems from insecurity. It's literally ruined every relationship I've ever had.
Wow, people are actually being honest on this one.
Is it jealousy or is it the fear of being cheated on?
Well, I think he says, I know it stems from insecurity. So, like, jealousy is the root cause of that is insecurity, right? Like, you're not secure with your relationship. So, if you see your girl, like, talking to some attractive guy, you're like, oh, she's going to leave me for this attractive guy being nice
That's
to
what
her,
I'm
right?
saying.
Like,
Is it really being jealous of people or is it that fear of being cheated on?
so yeah, it's definitely, in my mind, I'm not a very jealous person. I was like when I was like in high school, you know, but like when you're in high school, you're a fucking dipshit anyways, you know? Since then I was like, I'm not a jealous person really at all. I mean, there are stems like if somebody's getting handsy with my wife, like I have an issue with that. I don't think that's jealousy. That's more of just like, hey, step the fuck off kind of thing. But like if my wife like is talking to some hot guy at the bar, even if she's like flirting with him, like I really don't care because it's like, are you leaving me for him? No? Okay, like cool, I get it. Like I see attractive people all day, every day. Like, I'm not leaving you to be with this attractive
That's
person I met in the line at fucking Starbucks, you
that's
know?
exactly what I'm getting at. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Is it a true jealousy of, oh, I don't want you talking to somebody else, like that person is attractive, like meh, 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 meh,
Hmm.
or is it a fear of, I'm scared that you
Hmm.
might
Yeah,
cheat?
it's an insecurity thing.
Is it an abandonment? But I don't think that's insecurity. I think it's more of an abandonment issue and a fear of the pain that comes with getting cheated on.
Yeah, which would
Yeah,
be,
because it's like the thing
it
of
would make you
why am oh,
insecure with your spot in the relationship, right? Like, even if it's like an abandonment thing, like my mom left me, like I'm insecure with people trusting people to be with me kind of thing, you know?
even then too, it's a good play into an insecurity thing more so is that my partner's getting flirted with, but no one's flirting with me. So like, is my partner out of my league? Is like something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That just makes me wonder is, well, that just makes me even go to the point of, is jealousy even a thing, or is it just all insecurity?
It's insecurity for sure. I mean,
I,
I can't speak as
I think
some
it
sort of
depends.
professional on it, but in my mind, most jealousy, I'm sure there's probably some weird psychological thing about like some overly jealous people, but I think most of it stems from an insecurity standpoint. Like you can't handle losing control over your relationship kind of thing, right? Like it's yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I personally see jealous because have had I still have friends that are incredibly jealous people when it comes to like their wives and girlfriends. I don't get it. Like, dude, she's just like up at the bar grabbing us some drinks and she's talking to a guy. Like, you don't have to flip out about this. Like, what's that guy gonna do? She's not running off to the bathroom to bang him in the bathroom. Like, chill out. Like,
You know, because like I've been in relationships where I couldn't even have conversations with certain females because they, my partner was very insecure about it. And it's like, why? I'm not obviously pursuing this person and having a conversation that pertains to something that we're trying to achieve. More so, it's not
I
personal.
still, I think there is a difference between jealousy and insecurity. I don't think that those are the same thing.
maybe not. I mean, I'm giving my perspective on it. I see when I like
And that's a
the
personal thing that's coming from me too. If you don't
the
mind me cutting you
no
off
no
just
no.
now, because I've had an insecure. I mean, once again, I've been cheated on every relationship. I've had insecurities in the relationship, but I have never been jealous of these women because I have seen them, and I'm like, there is nothing for me to be jealous about you about. But they are still
Yeah.
doing things with you behind my back. I am not jealous of you whatsoever.
I think it's a different thing though with men though because men will cheat because it's a hole. Women will cheat because they want to like move up a tier. It's like they will go after someone who's more attractive. They'll go after someone who has a higher social status than you and
Well,
stuff
I
like
mean
that.
that's also
I never thought about that point. That is a very good point.
that
I did
also in my
think of
like to
that
Jake's
way.
point to me that like I get what Jake's saying because I know I've known women like that, and that's also an insecurity on their part. They're like, oh, I'm with this guy, like he's hot, but this guy's hotter. If I can get with him, it's gonna make me feel even hotter, you know,
Or even then, this guy has a higher level of experience or job title than this other person, so I want to be with him.
or status. Status is a big thing, you know.
Yeah,
So
especially in the world I'm in, status is a huge thing.
yeah, jealousy is one of those though. To go back to the core of the answer, jealousy is one of those things that like I personally don't really understand. Like because I'm just not a jealous person. Like I said, like I have been when I was younger, like when like high school, right? When you who knows, you know, like any girl you're sleeping with as a guy in high school is like a fucking step up, right? So you're like, oh God, like I could lose this pussy at any moment, you know? But now as like an adult, like I've told my wife like if you want to go fuck that guy, like have fun. Like I'm not going to be around for it, but like
Yeah.
if you want to leave me, like I know I'm secure with who I am and I know like what I have to offer. If you're going to fucking throw that away for like a one night stand with a hot guy, that's on you. Like I'll be devastated by it, but at the same time I'm not jealous over it. It's like, okay,
Yes.
like
And like that's one thing. Like I'll have those worries of like, oh my gosh, what if it happens? What if this is happening? What if that? And like I understand that's more in my head than anything else. But it's not like a jealousy and like maybe it isn't insecurity, but not within myself, but within maybe the relationship in itself.
mhm.
And just because that's happened so many times and there's nothing it's not something I can control. It's completely out of my realm of anything I can do about.
Yeah, it's out of your
Um,
control, right? Like,
right.
yeah.
And it's just a fear of like you said, being devastated, being hurt. Um,
Oh yeah,
but
heartache sucks.
a
Like,
jealousy, like no, I don't. I don't know if I've ever really felt like that, but I'm glad y'all brought that up because that's not something I've ever thought about with like a men perspective.
yeah.
'Cause
You know, because like,
how else would I know? I wouldn't.
I will
because
say
So
like I
too.
wouldn't cheat to
yeah.
like gain status or anything, but like if I was in the position to cheat and like say I hadn't had sex in a long time with my partner
Yeah, I mean,
and
there's
someone was like pushing it, it might happen.
well, yeah. Me and my wife talk about that a lot. There's a difference in my mind. There's a huge difference between cheating like a one night stand. I'm not saying it's right by any means, right? But like people get in positions in their lives or their relationships and you're drunk at a bar and you fuck up, right? Like it
I feel like
happens.
it's more of a man thing than it would be a woman thing,
That's
though.
more. I will say
Yeah, no, that's what I
it
mean.
is
Like a
probably
man's
more of a
more
man
likely to
thing.
have a one night stand, but a woman's more likely to develop a relationship cheating.
Or I guess I posed this question with my wife because like again we watch Grey's Anatomy and it's just constant drama. What is
Yeah.
like what would be like what is worse? Like you having like a long-term problem in your relationship, your significant other in that relationship is frustrated, drunk at a bar, and has a one night stand with somebody and feels bad about it, or somebody having a long term relationship behind your back.
I think the long term relationship, because it's
It's
happened to
way
me,
worse, right?
yeah, it's horrible because like I would have forgiven her if it had been like a one off kind of thing. But it was a thing where they developed this relationship over six
Right.
months.
Like the one
And
night,
then
like in my mind, the one night stand thing, like humans will human, right? People fuck up all the time, right? So like a one night stand, I'm not saying it's right by any means. Like you shouldn't do that if you're in a relationship with somebody. If you are not satisfied in your relationship, you should either try to fix it or get out. But a one night stand, like a drunken one night stand, to me is far more explainable than a continued lie. You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, Jake can't hear me. But like people that have like
okay,
long
you're back.
term like people that have like long term side relationships, that's like a continued conscious lie that they live every day with you.
Yeah, no, like they pretend everything is all right, and that's I think the worst part about it.
And again,
You're way
I don't
above
have
your
I
depth
don't
with me.
have a dog in the fight
There's
because
no
I've never
time for
done
it.
either. So they're both bad. I'm not saying one is good and one is bad. They're both bad.
Right. I mean, I guess if you had to choose, but honestly, for me, both are. I will never fucking speak to you again. I don't fucking care. You betrayed me completely. Either way,
Oh
you
yeah.
did not think about me. You didn't fucking care to think about me or my feelings. This is fucking over. And you ended it the first time you touched someone else
Yeah.
in either capacity. And that's no,
Yeah.
it's I will never fucking speak to you again in either situation.
All right. Well, we've dwelled too long on this one. We can do a whole show about jealousy and
Yeah,
relationship
no, that's a
issues.
great topic to
That
drop.
was a good one, though. Whoever sent that, by the way, we'll wrap this question up. If you want to stop being so jealous, find the value in yourself and be secure with it. Right? Like, and live your life, right? Like, you can't control what
Maybe you're just not with the right person either.
even
To
even if
that
you
cares
love the
about
person, yeah,
how
even
you
if you
feel.
love the person you are with, if you're worried about them stepping out on your relationship, for one, you're not valuing yourself and you're worried about them valuing you too. So just go find the value in yourself and be confident in that. That's all I can say. So, next one. I would focus more on Charlie's eyes than her knockers.
Aw.
Wait, what? I was
Actually,
staring
is
at
that
Charlie's
you?
boobs. I missed
Huh?
that one.
Charlie has eyes?
I keep losing fucking
You have beautiful eyes.
audio.
I thought she was just makeup with tits. I really
That's
hope,
why I dressed up
Charlie.
the eyes.
I really hope you're on speaker so your mom can hear all the objectification we're doing
Who's
on
in the
you.
living room watching Walking Dead?
Okay. I would give myself more patience over small stuff. I can't tell you how many times I end up being the asshole at family get-togethers over the dumbest shit.
It is fun though. I am that asshole just to like say offhanded that stuff. But at the same time, at my fucking Thanksgivings the last 3 years, my brother-in-law's uncle has tried to sell me to his son.
Well, I mean,
Here.
what's the going rate, and what's the sun look like? There's worse lives to live, you know.
And I'm like, just because I'm a fucking single woman doesn't mean I have a fucking target on my back, and it doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking marry into a family that my sister married in. That's fucking weird. Like, this is family Thanksgiving. This isn't where you meet someone. Like, this is fucking uncomfortable as
Now
shit.
listen, Charlie. I don't know if you've seen my son. He's an okay-looking guy, and tell you what,
And no one on his side of the family is who like, hey man, stop doing that to them. This is uncomfortable.
Charlie, I'm gonna tell you right now. I got 14 acres, 19 head of cattle, and a
They don't
mason
though.
jar
They
full of
don't.
Confederate gold.
He's like,
Okay?
he goes to Carnegie Mellon, and he's gonna be a scientist. He's gonna fucking study mosquitoes.
Know what that means? He sucks in bed. Next one. Yeah, we've covered this one. As a 5'7" man, I wish I was taller.
Man, it just hurts my heart that there's so many of those.
Hey, man, like look at like. So I've got a friend who's probably like 5'4".
Find you a tall lady.
I got a friend who's like 5'4", and he is the pimpiest, swaggiest dude I've ever met because he doesn't let the height bother him, right? Like he knows he's short.
Exactly.
He knows he's short. Like I'm short. Look at our
Exactly.
boy. Look at our boy Greg. Like he's short as
I
fuck.
was just gonna say, are you talking about Greg?
Greg's short as fuck, but you know what? He owns it and he lives with it, and he's just like he's fucking dope.
He's got swag.
Greg got swag as hell.
I hate to say this, but it's like he's like the sexy dwarf from The Hobbit.
Okay, we'll leave it to the listeners to figure out which one that is.
I hope he doesn't ever hear that.
He's gonna hear it.
But seriously though, I see it and I'm like,
You're about to get a text message from Beth.
no. She might be like, yeah, why do you think I'm with him? I love The Hobbit.
I'd make you like pickles. Never will happen.
Did something screech when my headphones got disconnected, or what?
No.
No.
No. Smaller cock.
That's a pretty frequent
That's
answer.
on par with I want to be taller.
Mm-hmm.
That answer.
Smaller.
I wonder if it's the short guys that are.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, would they sacrifice an inch for a few?
Yeah. The very next one, smaller wiener.
God fucking.
We get it, guys. We all have huge dicks. I would give myself the courage to stand up for myself despite what my family thinks about me.
Aw.
That's a good one too. It's hard. I mean, I've been in those positions before where I was like, I feel really strongly about something, but I'm just going to be quiet and take the shit because I just don't want to have to deal with the shit that comes from standing up for myself, you know?
Yeah, whatever. I agree. Yeah, I missed most of that. Yeah.
It was here,
Standing up.
I'll reread it for Jake. I would give myself the courage to stand up for myself despite what my family thinks about me.
Okay. I don't even have the confidence to do that one.
Oh, my
Do you
family
guys hear me at all?
so I don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
I can
that.
hear you.
It's not even showing that I'm talking on my mic.
I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
can hear you, man.
Hear you
Just
just fine.
fine.
I think it's my laptop, to be honest.
All right, next one. I know I am actually a very attractive woman, but I wish I could stop nitpicking my body in the mirror.
That might not ever happen, man. I don't know if that ever happens for anybody.
Yeah, I mean, especially like social media age, you just see like all this shit, and it's like
Fuck that, dude. That shit's been this fucking there
maybe it
since
has
the
been the
fucking
same. I don't know.
70s and 80s,
I'm trying to be
90s.
relatable,
Heroin
Charlie.
fucking chic in the 90s. Come on.
Heroin chic. Good God. Thank God that
There's
was
no,
over.
yeah, it's been there this whole fucking time. People might say social media makes it worse. It's always fucking been
Oh,
there. Sometimes it never
oh,
stops, but
yeah.
honestly,
No, there's
for
always been.
me, like, oh, can't hear you, Bill.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, still can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Motherfucker.
I can hear you, Space.
I can hear you.
No,
I don't think you can hear us.
in the microphone, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
You fucking little horse like this.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you, Bill. Can you hear me?
Nope.
Nope, you can't hear me.
Nope.
I don't know if I can hear you either. Fuck.
Of course.
Motherfuck. Motherfuck.
Right in the middle of a fucking show.
Noise. I don't know the song. You guys are gonna roast me. I know. But I am nervous and I act weird when I get anxious. Wait, I hear something.
Can you hear me now?
Nope, it's not you.
No. Okay.
It's Charlie's TV. MC says he can hear us. Well, that's great that you guys can hear us, but I think us needing to hear each other is kind of important to the conversation. I can't hear anything anymore either. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's it for Bill. Um, I'm signing off tonight. That's it for Neuter Nation. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a 5-star on Spotify and Apple. And have a great weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. And